Amorim comes in now. Amorim's got his 3-4-3 system. Let's just be totally honest, yeah? Looking at Kobbie Mainoo's profile, where does he fit in that system? At the moment, he's been playing in the midfield in that pivot, but in my opinion, I don't think he's been very good at all. I think he's been exposed. The guy is not an athlete. To be in that pivot, in that system, that's damn near the engine room. So you got Ugarte running around, tackling people. He can do that role. You pretty much need to be a box-to-box to play in that position, in my opinion. So Mainoo is never really going to look that good in there. His tackling is okay and stuff like that, but again, his strengths are at the top of the pitch. So if it was me, in that system, the only place I would play him is in that left 10. I know people will think that I'm crazy for saying that, but play him in the left 10, he has to do, there's a bit of defensive work, but he has to do a bit less running. And if you play him closer to goal, he's probably one of your more creative players, if you actually look at it. I know people say Bruno's creative. I've got my own opinions on Bruno. My issue with Bruno is that he can't do that through ball on the ground. A lot of his passes are in the air into open space. But if you actually look at him, I wouldn't particularly call him that creative. But when I look at Mainoo, I think Mainoo can do those 1-2s around the edge of the area. He can do the give and goes. He can shoot clearly. So I think up the pitch, that's where he needs to play. So as of now, Amorim still hasn't played him in that 10. He's fiddled around a lot. Even against Newcastle, when Xerxes came off and Mainoo came on, I thought the Mainoo was going to play in the 10. But it ended up Ericsson was in the 10 and Mainoo was in the double pivot. So I'm looking at it now, and for the system, United still need... Ugarte is the only midfielder in the United squad that I think is guaranteed a place in that pivot. But you guys still need at least one more midfielder that can partner him in that pivot. And Mainoo, I don't think, has got the credentials for that. So based on that, from a United perspective, given the fact that he's homegrown, given the fact that United are doing all of these cuts with the jobs, and clearly it doesn't look like there's that much money, it would make sense to sell a homegrown player and get pure profit, right?